If a team was able to achieve psychological safety for each team member, the nurse, the phlebotomist, the physiotherapist, the gastroenterologist, the surgeon, the anesthetist, they had psychological safety with each other. How might that impact your experience going through the health system?
Question. I think if everyone had psychological safety, that would then create a safer environment for the patient. Um, Not only would it like allow everyone to be more focused and present, it and do their role, but also be more focused and present for the patient and everybody's individual needs. Um, if everyone feels safe, then I think that the outcomes will be better. Then there'll be less pressure on the healthcare system, and people would recover a lot faster.
I think it would improve the system, the fact that I'd feel more comfortable, I'd be more um, listened to and respected based on my experiences. It goes back to actively listening to what it is that we're sharing or what the patient is onto something. We need to really listen to what he or she is saying, right? And I think going forward, I think that's where that psychological safety. I mean, yes, I feel better knowing that the entire team is on the same page, right? I don't have one or two outliers. They're not believing me at all, and right, are not willing to be. I guess look at the teamwork and try to work as a team.
Right now, as we're talking about them, their cup is too full and it flows over. But having psychological safety just means that they actually have room in their cup to listen actively, to address things that come up, um, to like I don't know. I've been in situations and work situations where you go in and it's a horrible job, but the people are happy and you have fun and you engage, and I feel like that really comes across to the customers that saw that in a different way. Like you can tell when you walk into a place and people enjoy what they're doing and are invested. And when you are able to have that level of engagement in work, I feel like it allows you the capacity to care. Like I think that cupful analogy was making me think, and also like so many other things. Like there's a real thing called empathy fatigue, right? How is that really considered with each individual healthcare professional's role? Because I've heard it talked about in the animal care field, I've heard it talked about in nonprofits, but I really haven't heard about something that within the job is taking care of that for each of the individuals, because it can be really draining on a day-to-day basis. And if everybody is coming in with, she's persistent, if everybody is kind of coming in that mentality, like I've been at a great job and everybody that showed up had a poor attitude, and it made it a horrible experience. It just made it a slog to get through, and it just infected everybody's um, happiness as well as the customers. So it just, I think it would make a world of difference.
I want to thank you all for volunteering pretty much, 2 hours of your time with me. I can guarantee that as we said, that I would share this with the wider public. And thank you guys for being okay with sharing your personal stories with people on YouTube.
I think the people that really need to see this are just the I think doctors of BC, nurses of BC, as well as the administrations of the health authorities and possibly even politicians at the Ministry of Health. But people have to take the time to actually listen to hear what we're saying on the video as well as what everybody else has to say, right? Yeah, some like a trailer to the highlights, and then encourage people to see it, right? Bring out the popcorn or whatever. Right? So.
Thank you. Thanks for
Yeah.
listening to our experiences. Have a
Yeah.
good night.
Have a good night. Bye.